Well, I'm glad to know my microphone didn't actually turn out to be broken, because I really had no idea what I could have done to break it. As it turns out, in case you didn't see what I said on the chat, actually the front panel that I've been habitually plugging it into has just got a bad connection with the motherboard. It might not actually be broken, I might just need to tighten the cord where it's plugged in there, but I didn't feel like taking apart my computer since I just discovered the problem today. You should hear me just fine because I've got this plugged into directly to the motherboard. So yeah, it's not broken, it's just that the connection was bad. I guess that shouldn't be too surprising. So today we have A Day at the Beach by RJ. That's good. This is a hold where you kill some things and find some other things. I don't know, I feel like I've seen some hint posts happening, so this is new enough for me to have seen that. Let's see. After commenting on the fact that nobody in their right mind would hang out at this beach, Bethro set off on his job. Okay. My speaker's a bit loud. Okay. Looks like I'm supposed to put the roach there. Although I don't actually know why. I guess I'll give it a shot. Oh, okay, that's why. Alright, here we have, there's a bunch of water skippers, there's a wraithwing. I must need to hit that button first, so I guess I should do that. Oh wait, no, I see. Yeah. Hopefully. So far, the first room was nice and fun. A little bit of monster blocking, monster button pushing. So I'm pretty sure that I need some configuration of water skippers that prevents that guy from leaving, from standing in the hole there. There's a trap door here for some reason. I don't know, what'll this configuration do? I just jiggle it a little bit, like that. That doesn't do it. So to begin with, I need all four of these guys to get out of there, or at least I think I do. But how do I get that last guy to come out? It did. The wraithwing was going to get trapped in the hole. In the you know what I mean. Okay, maybe I have to, like, I don't know. How do I put this guy? Alright, well I guess I'll see this again. But that just raises the question of why there's a trap door there if I don't need it to get a good configuration. So let's see, when I did it this way, yeah, he just gets trapped, right? Oh wait, maybe I had them just one tile to the east of here. Like over here? Something like that? No, that's not possible. Yeah, so I need the fourth one if I want to make this L-shaped thing. Because if I can make that L-shaped thing, then I guess I would be good? I don't know. How do I need to start from a different entrance? That doesn't seem like it'll help. Because that guy is still going to be stuck there no matter what I do, right? I'd have to be able to stand here to pull him out like to that far, and then to immediately be over here somewhere. There's no way to do that though. Yeah, I don't see any way to get the fourth guy out. Unless it involves this shallow water somehow. I mean, at least I know what I'm trying to do anyway. Yeah, so he'd need to go one more tile to the north at least, in order for this kind of idea to work. But if there's an entire L shape right here, then what he would do is, I guess, go this way? I don't know. Basic sliding kind of evades me. The behavior of basic sliding sort of evades me a bit. Let's just put those there and see what happens. I mean, I know what will happen basically. He'll try to go that way. But if he can't go north there, then he'll go west. And then he'll keep going this way, which is also not helpful. So even if I have all four, this kind of configuration doesn't seem helpful. Maybe I should pull them over here somewhere. This trapdoor seems like it must be important. No, the game sound should be coming through via the desktop audio. I've been turning it down and down and down quite a lot because people kept saying the mic was too quiet, which was probably just a sign of the mic connection being terrible. So it's probably very, very quiet. I just tried turning it up a little bit. So hopefully you can still hear me and hear the game now, or something like that. I don't know, it's probably that my microphone seeming increasingly quiet was also a symptom of the whole connection issue I was having anyway. Alright, I really don't know. Like, even if I got the fourth guy, I don't know what I would do with him, but I'm pretty sure it's impossible to get the fourth guy, and it really seems like I'm supposed to use that trapdoor for something, but I have absolutely no idea what. I'm a little stuck with this one, so let's just see the room to the north of there. Let's see, we can do that. Here there is a Wraithwing and an eye, and there's this button you need someone to push, maybe? No, there's no reason I care about someone pushing that button. Oh wait, no, I can't solve it from this direction. Okay. I assume that I need to grab this and take it over there to kill the eye. Or to kill something, anyway. So the problem is, even if I were to do that, whoever's standing here can't possibly... If I put something here, then it opens the door, but there's no way to kill whatever's standing here. Unless there's something that opens this force arrow, but I don't think so. It seems like I probably have to wake up that eye and move the Wraithwing in a way that keeps him... keeps the eye going, sliding across here or something. So I guess I should start with that. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do with the other eye. Maybe that whole thing is a red herring, or I'm just supposed to do this. Oh, I bet that's a secret room down to over in the west. There's a secret room that you can enter if you wake up the eye in some way that... Okay, I get it. So I guess I should try doing that first, since this is the kind of secret room that you'd have to use a seeding beacon to access. So I need that eye to not see me, but I also need the... Oh, it doesn't matter if that one sees me. I also need the Wraithwing to be in his way of walking onto the hot tile. That's what I was going to say. So this is a bit of Wraithwing manipulation I'm not sure I'm very good at. I mean, I kind of get it, but at the same time, I tend to have trouble at feet, it seems like. So, let's see. Maybe I want him doing this. Yeah, how do I make him go that last step without waking the eye first? I need him to be kind of in a slightly different alignment like that, maybe? No. I really want him to be here with a diagonal line between him and me, but there's no way to do that. Or else here with a diagonal line between him and me, so he'll go that way, but I can't do that either. It seems like my only choice is to force him west, like due west. Oh, never mind, there it goes. That's what I have to do. And now, how do I make the eye go where I need him to go without losing the Wraithwing? It's kind of a problem. Am I missing something? How do I move that eye without... I don't get it. There's no way to move that eye anywhere but to the east. I'd have to... Huh. That doesn't work. There's no way to make that work. Is this whole thing just a red herring? Like, why would you make something that doesn't work? I can only move between these two tiles and nothing else happens. There's no other way. There's no way to get the eye to go anywhere but onto the hot tile. Like, did I break the wrong walls or something? I can't get the Wraithwing behind the eye. There's just not enough room for that. There's no way to step here. There's no way to stand here and break the wall in the same turn as putting the Wraithwing there. Unless I could get the Wraithwing somewhere behind the eye and coming at me. Am I missing something about its start? No. The way this starts... See, I just break everything. No, I don't want to break that. See, I just break everything that I think doesn't matter to the puzzle. If I break the front one instead of the back one, then I can only enter, I can't go back and forth. And that's no good. Like, there's no way I can even get the Wraithwing in where I had him before without being able to go between the two. And anyway, that's not particularly helpful to begin with. Well, obviously I have to be here when the eye wakes up, and the Wraithwing has to be there. There's no other way for this to work. But there's no way to put the Wraithwing there when I'm standing here, because it's not far enough away. Or rather, it's too far away. The only way that I could be standing here with the eye there, waking up, and the Wraithwing there, is if the turn before the Wraithwing was somewhere back here. But there's no way to put the Wraithwing back there without being somewhere way over somewhere else. I certainly can't push the Wraithwing into place while standing here, so the only option is to pull it. But the only way to pull the Wraithwing into place like that is if he's somewhere that I can't put him unless I'm somewhere else. Like, I have to be standing either here or way over here somewhere, I forget exactly where, in order for the Wraithwing to be in one of those two places. And now I've lost track of how to move this guy to the west. Hold on. Should try that, maybe? No, that's not it. Come on. Oh, there we go. That's how you do that, sort of. Something like that. Nope, I can't push it past the wall there, because the only way I would be able to do that is if I could move. I need to be able to go some other way that I can't go again. I'd either have to be able to go farther to the west myself, or to stand probably on this one wall here that's not breakable. So I certainly can't get the Wraithwing behind the wall to the west. Because in order to do that, I'd have to stand somewhere I can't stand yet again. Oh. Well, okay then. I don't really understand why that worked, but that's fine. Let's just save a demo of this so I don't ever have to try to remind myself how to do this again. In a minute. Oh, okay, secret buttons. Which of these buttons? Is F5 the button for... Well, I hope so. Oh, nope, that's the wrong button. F7? F6? F8? Whoa! Okay, I think I pushed the wrong button. I pushed F9, which is not what I wanted to push. Hold on. You can't tell, but I've actually put this on full screen. I didn't really want to. It's horrifically stretched on this monitor. Which of these buttons is the button for... one of these buttons, I swear... Maybe that's it. Okay. Okay, that's it. Alright, sorry about that. I just don't ever want to have to figure that out again. Remember that you can use F3 to see IVs. Why don't I just do this? Why don't I just do this? Okay, anyway. What's the point of this room? Uh-huh. Okay. So why do I not just... What do I need to do here? I guess I need to wake all the eyes up? Okay, one of them will get trapped if I do this wrong. So I have to do something with mirrors. I'm under the impression I just need... I don't know. Don't I just need one of them? The one that's actually blocking everyone else from going to the bad place? And then the rest will fall into place, maybe? Yeah, but then... Well, for one thing, there's that arrow, apparently. So, alright. I guess I have to block 2 places off. That guy doesn't... No, that guy matters. I can't let that guy see me right now. I guess that's a word. So here's 2 mirrors. Good luck. I can't actually get the mirror out of there. There. Sort of. Almost. I'd really like it if I could only use one of those trapdoors. So I need to do some very careful pushing somehow. I guess I could take advantage of that at some point. There. That's not what I wanted. Okay. It's okay to wake up these. Oh wait, not that one. I need to backtrack, so... There. Wait, no. That won't work either. How is this supposed to work? Well, this is a tough secret room. I don't know what to do about it. Let's just see what's to the south of it, because apparently this is not one secret room, but two of them. Or something like that. Some kind of... gigantic secret pathway that exists for some reason. What in the world? Why is this so long? Okay, so apparently you could also have entered the secret room from here if you realized it existed. That's kind of weird, but okay. It's nice, I suppose. So it's a secret room with two entrances for some reason. Oh wait, I bet I have to use that as an exit, don't I? There's no way to get back to the mainland from there, so I have to use the court. I have to use the entrance as an exit. But also, how do I do that? Because there's no way to... Well, I guess there are just some broken walls. Okay, hang on. Can I just... No. Okay, I already overwrote that, so I can't just do that. I have to go back through breaking all of these walls all over again. But yeah, I don't see any real reason why I couldn't just... Oh, I guess I wouldn't be able to break those walls if I were coming from the entrance, actually, so that's just an exit. So there's this room I'm stuck on. I think I know how to do this room. How to do this room for real. First of all, you can die. And then after that, I need the Wraithwing to go somewhere particular for me, so I can block off the eye or something. I like some trapdoor puzzles. I might be a bit picky about it. Right, where's... There it is. Okay. So that's kind of a problem. I hate move orders so much. What exactly am I supposed to do about the second arrow anyway? Maybe I'm just supposed to kill the eye by taking that whole platform thing all the way around? Oh boy. Now I just need to magic move this thing over to the west in the right place or something. Okay, there. And then... Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me before I crashed myself there. So I have no idea how I'm supposed to prevent that eye from moving across at least one of these two arrows. Because the move order is wrong, and move order is stupid and terrible anyway. Like, the only way I can push the Wraithwing to the west without the eye getting in his way is by literally pushing him and then the eyes to the east. I don't know how that helps, but I mean, I have to be way over here when the eye wakes up. There's not really any time to... There's not enough time to get back over to get up there. I mean, I have to be over here somewhere, unless, I don't know. I guess I can try to push him east. There's no way to get that far north that soon. Oh, well, I guess that works. Whatever I just did accidentally works fine. Okay then. Now it's just the Wraithwing. I have absolutely no idea why that worked, really. I just kind of fumbled my way into solving it. So, what's this about? I don't know why that exists, but okay. Here's some roaches and another roach. Some kind of thing with stuff. What am I looking at here? Well, here's the blue door, I guess. If I stand here, then I can kill the roach. I can hit this orb, I don't know what good that does. I guess probably that opens another secret room or something. Okay, I guess that mechanism exists so that you have to solve the room starting in the west side in order to access whatever that is, but that's probably just another secret room or something, and I've had enough of being really obsessive over finding that secret room. So what's this? This requires me to have someone standing there, so that someone has got to be a roach. Should start on the west side and just stay on the shallow water so that they can't actually get me. How do I make one of them actually stay there? I don't know that that's possible. I guess I'd have to stay south of them for a while, and then sorta... No? I'd have to have both of them stay on that little island. This is A Day at the Beach by, I forgot who RJ is already. Although I've known it for, although I should know, I've forgotten again. Alright, well if I do this, then that's that. And this room is solved. Good. Oh, Blorks, okay. That explains why I've seen things I don't comprehend. Alright, thanks to everyone who helped beta test this hold. Discorin, Disoriented, Jeff Ray, Bomber 50, Nuntar, and Lucky Luke. Discorin and Lucky Luke were especially helpful for cleaning out some unintended solutions. I tend to like parts of Blork's holds, but also I tend to find some parts completely incomprehensible. That's kind of what I think the mood is. That's kind of what I think my feelings are as far as Blork's goes. Right, well I think I need that mirror over here somewhere to make a bridge to that button. Ideally the bridge would be here, but I'm not sure there's any way to put the bridge there without killing all the roaches first. I only need one roach alive though, so maybe I can just leave one roach alive and lure him around somewhere out of my way. Anyway, as far as I know, I only need one roach alive. Okay, and then I just need to... Why did I go way over there? I didn't need to do that. So now I just need to pull this roach onto the button. Easy as it goes. Pull these roaches out of there. Or whatever. There we go. Not bad at all. Nice use of both properties of shallow water, or two of the properties of shallow water at least. Okay, so here there's this thing. This is another thing where I need one guy to kind of block off the other guy, I assume. Because otherwise the skipper's just going to wander around in the shallow water forever. I don't need him to do that. Alright, so here I can step straight from shallow water to my destination. So I think the idea is probably I need one guy to be right there. I'm not illustrating what I mean by there very well, but I need one guy to be east of the button and the other guy to be on the button. I'm pretty sure. Don't get out of here, you. Do get out of here. You know what I mean. The pushable what kills you. That's what Wraithwings. That's what I forgot what I was looking at here. That's what these guys are good for. They're a pushable that kills you. It's almost what I need, but I'm on the wrong side of the button. Almost, but no. Alright, get out of the way. I don't know what I thought that would accomplish, but I felt like doing it. It's just, if there was only shallow water like down here, it would be a lot easier to figure this out. But as it is, going to the north at all means releasing the skipper on the east side, which immediately releases the one on the button. So I have to be Like, I have to somehow create this configuration at the same time as being directly to the east of it so it won't move. And I don't know how to do that, because the only way I know to get the thing on the button in the first place is to be near it. Like, I have to be 2 tiles away from it. And then if I try to get into, if there's not already a wraith, if there's not already a water skipper here, when I do that, then trying to go to the east won't work. But if there is one already there, then there's no way to walk around. Does what I'm saying make any sense? I guess I could try something like this. If there were not 3 tiles used up here, maybe... Oh, hold on. No. Ah, move order. Why move order? I hate you. I hate you, move order. Exactly what I just did would work fine with the opposite move order, I'm 90% sure. But I don't know... I don't even know which move order I want if I were to right-click them. I just know that the one I just had was wrong. That's why I hate move order. Like, unless you decide to look at it right when you need to know, there's no way to be sure which one is the right one. It always feels really obtuse whenever a puzzle relies explicitly on move order. Like, you can't make a puzzle that explicitly the solution require... You can't make a solution rely explicitly on move order and not make the puzzle kind of obtuse. I don't even remember how I got in the position that I had that one time when I said I almost had it. I just know that I had the wrong move order and it didn't work for that reason. What? Something like this? That's it. That's what I wanted. But that only works if they're in the right move order. Otherwise it doesn't work, as it didn't work before. At least this puzzle's over. That looks like a one-way trip from that area over there. I don't know why that's there. Here's a room with the rock golem and some buttons and roaches. Excuse me. So it looks like I need the rock golem to be a bridge for me at some point so that I can get to those 2 roaches. Somebody has to stand on the button to let me reach the west roaches. And at the moment I'm not sure if that should be a rock golem or a roach. I'm not sure how I could make it a rock golem. I guess I could try sticking him on these roaches for a little while and see if that helps. What am I doing? This is what I wanted. Something like this, maybe. Really what I want is something like this, but with me on the west and him on the east. So I need to kind of swap positions with where the rock golem was right there. But I need to not die in the process. Maybe this will work? Or something similar to this? Almost, kind of. I will say these are some very competent shallow water-based puzzles. I'll agree with that. I just don't find all of them comprehensible, and I just hate move order because, you know, of all the things to put in a puzzle that's basically about pushing water skippers around, move order isn't the one that I would pick. It's not the thing that I would put into a puzzle that's about that. If I could help it, I guess. Have I got the wrong idea? Do I need to try and put one of those roaches there? I'm pretty sure that's not right. Because there's no way. Like, if I open the way for these roaches, like anywhere, then they're just going to be right next to me the whole time. I don't know, maybe there's some way to make it work, but it feels like it should be easier to do it with a rock golem that I can actually stick onto something I mean, I can always just stow the rock golem away somewhere anytime I need to, and that seems much easier for what I need to do to get a monster on this button. Of course, the roaches will just slip off, even though if the roach had a rock golem movement, then I could stand like here somewhere and that would work fine, but I guess if there's two roaches, that's kind of a problem. Because if I have the rock golem coming down from above, then I'm over here somewhere. So I would have to be up here. Both of the roaches are designed in such a way that I have to have the rock golem coming in from the south in order for me to reach them. And there's really no way to do that, because there's nothing to block the rock golems. There's not really any way to block off the rock golem if I'm standing, if I want him to be in the south side. I don't know about this one. Let's see what's over here. Here are some roaches and some powder kegs. This is the kind of thing where I just need to build a bridge, I think. Oh, that's probably what that's for. Let's just go ahead and do that then. Whee, what's over here? Secret room. There is a water skipper and a wraithwing way the heck over there. Yeah. He's afraid of getting his sword wet, so he sheathes his sword, which means he puts his sword in its sheath on him, and he's entirely under the water. He's hiding under the water. His sheath is lower than his head is. His head is under the water, so his sword is in the sheath that's under the water. How does that protect? How does that protect his sword if he's concerned about it getting wet? That makes no sense. There we go. One down. I guess so. I thought at some point he was like, well, I don't want to tarnish my sword or whatever. No, I know what it is. It was Gunthrow. Gunthrow was like, it was at some point in Gunthrow, I don't know. At some point in Gunthrow, it's like, you can't step on shallow water, you can, and then he's like, why can't you step on shallow water? I don't know. And then Gunthrow's like, and then Beethrow's like, well, he can, but he wants to not let his sword get messed up. And he's like, well, why don't you just, and so he, and I don't know. It just seems strange. Yeah, I guess so. That was dumb. Why did I do that? You know what's really fun? Do a puzzle like this, but give the player a dagger and make them lead a construct around to it. It's not actually, that might not actually be fun. It might be rather difficult. Okay. I actually have one less powder keg than it looks like I need. So this is a matter of building a bridge to two places at once. Okay, I haven't been paying that much attention to this puzzle, okay? I probably should be. So, if I can make that bridge, then if I could put it here, I would be good. I don't think I can put it there though. There's no way to do that. Oh wait, yes there is. I'm dumb. I forgot about that trick. I hope that's not unintended. Yeah, I almost forgot about the trick with, the trick with powder kegs and mirrors alike is that the push is registered before the stab, and in the middle of registering the push, it also pays attention to, is it falling in water? So it falls in water before you stab it, which sounds so dumb, but it makes sense, I guess. Okay, that's good. It's kind of a weird trick in general, though. Can I... Is there some way to make this powder keg go all the way to the east, or do I need to start over and put it somewhere else? I meant intended in the puzzle, not intended in the gameplay mechanics. I'm well aware that it's an intended mechanic. Anyway, I can't tell if that's what you were responding to being very much intended, though. So, I can't possibly get this all the way over here somewhere. So how am I supposed to reach that last roach with this one? Maybe... I shouldn't do that. You know what would be a really cool element that we don't have yet? It's like an extra life thing. And the idea is that it works like a time token, except that when you die in the recording, you just go back to before you started doing the recording, so that the time, in some sense, the time clone is allowed to die without the real Beethro dying. That would be a really cool element. Like, the idea is that you could expend a life to... it's probably worse than what I had before. The idea is that you could expend a life to, like, blow up a bomb or something without actually losing the game. And in that case, that's the kind of situation where the fact that if you push this and stab it from a shallow water, then you create an explosion a tile away from where you normally would. And I guess technically you create something similar with a Mimic by allowing the Mimic to die, but it would be kind of interesting to have full control over something that's expendable that way. I mean, I guess it technically wouldn't add all that much new to the existing elements, but it would still be kind of cool to play with, as far as puzzle creation goes. Like, intentionally make something where you have to sacrifice other Beethros. I don't know. Okay, I really don't know how to get that last guy. Yeah, exactly. Stalwarts are useful for that, but you don't have full total control over them. There's like kind of a balancing factor to it or something. And that probably won't work. What do I need to do? I guess I should be thinking, what do I need to do just to get that eastmost roach? Because getting the eastmost roach is the one thing that I'm missing out on. Right now, there's no way for me to go farther to the east than this. I don't think... Yeah. How did I get a guy... How did I get... I was only able to move the... I feel like... I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense. When I had it like this... then I could... I had some way of getting it farther to the east than that. Didn't I? Maybe not. Maybe that's the whole problem. If I put it there, then I don't think I can do two roach thing I did before. Maybe I can. No, I have to be able to push north here. I can't do that. So that's not it. Although putting it here would enable me to push a CAG over here, and then I could bring it up there, and that wouldn't help very much either. Yeah, that kind of works as well. But it's still different from something like actually let it get eaten by a roach, or actually make it explode something with its sword. I don't know. I'm just saying things because I'm having all kinds of trouble figuring out how to do this particular puzzle right now. I'm just saying the things that come to my mind because all I'm really doing is kind of fiddling around with it and not really, I don't know, I guess I should think about the puzzle more instead of thinking about other things while trying to solve it kind of kinetically, but this is kind of how I think. Most of the time I think by doing rather than by thinking. If that makes any sense at all. Probably doesn't. I can do that. I don't think that helps. That's about the same situation as before. How can I get the last roach? It's too far away. Nothing seems to work on it. Or does it? No. If it were here, it'd be easy. I could just push another keg there and he'd be good. But why is there a save point here of all places? Is there anywhere else that I could put a single keg to get two guys? There's no way to do it for these two. And there's no way to do it for those two. If I were, say, on this island, which I can't really get to with a keg at all, then I could push one here and get both of these. But the only way I could get to this island would be to use up yet another one. So I'd need to have 4 to do it that way. I'm just stuck on this one. Okay, well, let's see what's down here. Someone said something about trapdoor puzzles. Oh, I guess that must be over there somewhere. Alright. So there's a mirror in this room. There's 2 buttons. That's shallow water. No, don't tell me. I'll figure it out later, hopefully. Yeah, that's real helpful. Probably don't want to do that. I was treating it like a powder keg because I've got that in my head now. At least I should be able to just do that. Go kill the roach. Easy enough. And then what? Well, I can't free this anymore, so that can't be right. Maybe instead I wanted to just move this mirror somewhere else. Use it on that other button first. Yeah, this is a reversible action easily enough. Maybe there's some way to just get that other roach on this button. It seems unlikely that I could actually make it all the way to where I need to be to use that, though. Unless, of course, I have the mirror blocking it off. That's probably it. Alright, let's do that reversible action and get the mirror back in that area it came from. Now, I need you out of my way so that I can set up a block for you like that. And then do this. Kill that. And and I can still free the mirror to go get the third roach. At least I think I can. Oh yeah, there we go. That's all I had to do. It's like, this one's kind of a similar puzzle. It's about pushing the mirror around and putting it in the convenient place to do what you need it to do, but this one I caught onto almost instantly. At least for my time scale of puzzle solving, I caught onto it very quickly. And I don't really know why that one seemed so clear to me so fast, where the other one was just weird the whole time. Oh hi, decoy noise. We love decoy noise. It's so much fun. Ow. That's probably not what I wanted to do. So what's all this about then? Why did I want that to happen? Why would I ever want that to happen? Okay, I guess this is something where I have to time the fuse lighting exactly right to shut up the annoying decoy. So I'm just gonna take a wild guess and see what happens. Oh, actually, huh? That fuse is way too short. There's no way this could be the answer. Fuse is too short. I mean, if I lit it over here, sure, I could do something, but I wouldn't be. It still wouldn't kill the decoy. Do I even want the decoy to live? Why do I care if the decoy lives? Okay, I see. Yeah, but then why don't I just? Oh, it's okay. It's on a wall, so I can't do that either. Yeah. What am I supposed to do? That fuse is way too short. I can't get all the way over there in time. So, what? I don't know. Let's just see what's to the south then. Here's something with trapdoors, I guess. Okay, so I need that. I need to get there. I can use disarm tokens to make my life easier, I guess. I hope those roaches aren't somehow essential to the puzzle. It'd just be annoying. Okay, so we didn't want to do that. I have to do this much. And then... This has 2, this has 3, this has 3, this has 2, this has 2, 3, 4, this has 4, this has 4. I'm not sure I need the disarm token. Do I? No, I might need it. I'm gonna have to at least, I don't know, something like this. Yeah, this should work. Oh, for goodness sakes, I have to keep the roach alive. Why do I have to keep a roach alive? That's just annoying. This puzzle is not about keeping a roach alive. This puzzle is about dropping trapdoors. Why do I have to also keep a roach alive? I don't know if you can tell, but I don't have much patience for that. Well, these two can die. And now there's a roach in my way. Because this guy couldn't mind his own business. Oh, hold on. I have a platform when I'm at the end of this room. So I just need one guy to be there, and I can do exactly what I did before. This is not as bad as I thought it was. It's much better when you remember that you have a platform to work with. Why did I say platform that way? Oh well. Die! That green door just freaked me out for a second, I guess. Otherwise, it's fine. This, on the other hand, looks like a nightmare. For one thing, I have to drop all the trapdoors, but one of them is past this arrow, and there's no possible way to do anything about that unless I have a platform. I can't get a platform without dropping all the trapdoors. What? What? What am I even looking at here? Okay, hold on. Okay, I have to drop the trapdoors to be able to lead this. I have to drop this trapdoor last, I guess? Okay, that must be what it is. I just have to be on this island last. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. These are all even numbers, so my knowledge of graph theory tells me that... Well, hold on. If I drop this trapdoor last, then I can't get a platform. But I don't need a platform, I just need to be able to get here without killing the roach first, right? But once I'm way over here, I guess that's just... Okay, that's just a matter of playing Ring Around the Rosie with the roach. It's not a big deal. So I need to do something about pushing that orb. That's kind of the big concern right now, is pushing that orb. When can I push this orb? I can't push it now, because there's that, but I can't push it later. I have to push it during the journey over here. Oh, okay, hold on. There is one I can maybe... Yeah, alright. That's it. That's the path we need. Okay, now you can just stay behind that tree for all I care. Maybe he's not got enough trees to keep him happy, really. What in the world am I supposed to do about that? So this is as far as I can delay him, basically. After that point, I have no choice but to kind of go up and down like that. And then when I go up and down again, he's on the green door where he's in my way, and I can't kill him without blocking my way off. So what? Am I supposed to stick him on that force arrow? That doesn't work because he isn't going to be obliging to not go north. If I could put him on this force arrow without being to the north of him, I'd be good. There's no way to just hit the orb again after I'm through coming back through here. I can't put him here because I'm on the wrong side of the... I'm always going to be to the east of him. I don't get it. Maybe I just need to be faster? I don't think that's it, though. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter how fast I am. Obviously, if I had the option of pushing the orb, then I would at least try that. Maybe the closed doors would give me something, but I don't know about that. At least I don't have to start over anyway. That's good. I just don't see what else there is here, because there's no way to put him on this force arrow. He'll just kill me. And the only other things to block him are these two trees, but they're not good enough. Maybe I'm supposed to stop. Not what I wanted. There we go. Maybe there's some way to do this? No. This still isn't going to work. I have to be standing right here to put him on this force arrow. And if I'm standing here, he can just dodge north and kill me. So that can't be it. There's no way to put him on that force arrow, or especially in that corner. If he were here, that would be great, but there's no way to put him here either. The only example I can think of the second kind you're talking about is when your only option is really to to trap whatever it is wherever you need to put it indefinitely. I don't really know how the specific amount can not matter aside from just having it fully trapped. Also, I don't really know what relevance that has here. This is the worst thing. This is what I hate about this kind of multi-part puzzle. When the first part is a fun puzzle and I've solved it, but I don't get credit for solving it because the last part is terrible and I haven't solved it. this kind of thing is a good reason for the trend toward making a single puzzle and not like two puzzles smashed into each other like this. I mean, the trapdoor puzzle doesn't have anything to do with this keep the roach away puzzle at all. This is a completely unrelated thing that's tied to the goal of the other puzzle and doesn't need to be. You said I had the trapdoors right, so there's no way that I can have the trapdoors right and still need to re-examine what I did in the first part. That doesn't make any sense. I can't hit the orb right now because I need to trace back through here. So if my route is right, then there's no way that I can change what I did in the first part whatsoever. I can't hit the orb, and that's the only other thing that I could possibly change. The only other part of the room state is the orb. I mean, if you're talking about the roach, there's absolutely no way to put the roach somewhere useful either. That's just annoying. Yeah, funny. I said it was impossible and then did it in the same breath. As usual. Oh well. I guess you can always take it as an omen that I'm about to solve the puzzle when I say it's completely impossible. I don't know why I'm bothering looking for a secret room like this. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna find it impossible, but I can hardly resist that. I can hardly resist trying. Yes, basically, I'm not guaranteed solving all of them, but I'm attempting all of the holds that have ever been published on the Caravel.net in alphabetical order. So this is A Day at the Beach, which falls under D. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. What did I want? I guess I need to somehow... I gotta reach this island last. How do I get to that island last? If I start here and there's an even numbered positioning, then the only option is... Oh, okay, maybe I have to... I can't do that, though. If I could hit this and hit that, then I might be able to cut that and make it like a 3 here instead of a 4. But I can't do that without hitting the orb first. And if I hit the orb, then I can't get back up this way to go over that way to do that. Maybe I can do it by coming in from the north, though. What's the point of this green section? I don't know what the point of this is. But hold on. I have to cut at least 2 things this way. So maybe I'm supposed to do that? That seems really unhelpful, though. This is the only way I can get somewhere useful anyway in the first place, so that can't be right. Right, so the way Caravel.net does alphabetical stuff is it ignores A and B, and of and whatever. Actually, I don't think it ignores of and and. So if there was a hold called and something something, I'd probably have already done it. So this is great and all, but I can't go back to hit the orb now. And I'm stuck on this island. So that can't be right. I need to somehow make this island odd numbered. And I need to somehow make the island I started on odd numbered. That's the only way that I can do it, thanks to graph theory. So how can this island become odd-numbered? It can't be there. It can't be there. Oh wait, maybe I just have to enter from some... Well, I can't do that, but... Okay, yeah, no, wait, no. Maybe I just have to enter from the east instead? Like, if I could get onto one of those two bridges, which I can't, so forget that. My only option is to enter from here or from the north. And if I enter from here, there's absolutely no way to drop all the trapdoors, because I have to do this. And then I'm going to wind up in the wrong place. So that can't be right. So I have to enter from the north. If I enter from the north, I guess I should just stop trying. There's no way I'm just not likely to solve that. I wonder what that scroll says. Okay, well, I've played quite a lot of this. Is A Day at the Beach a one-level hold? It strikes me that this is pretty big, so maybe this is a one-level hold. If it's a more than one-level hold, then I don't know. But as it stands, if it's a one-level hold, I feel like I've solved about a level's worth of puzzles and gotten a good feel for it. I think it's a good hold, but some of the puzzles are perplexing or involve move order in a way that I hate, which I guess is a pretty standard for the way I feel about Bork's holds, I guess. So let's just, let's see, Deconstructed Dungeon by Jacob. Beethro's first encounter with pressure plates. To optimize your playing experience, please install the Volcano Room style and the original pressure plate graphics. Installing the original pressure plate graphics sounds like a lot of trouble. I'm just gonna do this. Alright. After conquering King Dugan's dungeon, but before he opened his grill, Beethro was called upon to help test out a new element. Somewhat mysteriously, his new client had developed the element in shrouds of secrecy in an underground laboratory on a volcanic island. Okay. Look at those broken bridges. Someone's got to get on that. Hi there. Welcome and thanks for coming. Follow me. I want to follow you. I want to talk to the stalwarts. Can I kill the stuff? What? Why did you lock me in? Can I kill you? Beethro, what are you doing? Man, don't let him get to the lab entrance. Okay. Yeah, don't kill his guards. Got it. I wonder if there's some way I could... I mean, I could do this. Hold on. There's more dialogue. Ha! Oops. Yeah, so I'm not supposed to do that. Thanks to beta testers Blondebeard, Boy Blue, Chaco, Mexplati. I gotta make something like this sometime. This is great. That little bit of extra dialogue if you decide to kill a stalwart for no reason is just perfect. Alright, a demonstration. Beethro couldn't help wondering what this new element was. Some kind of fiery floor tile weapon that incinerated your enemies? Fire traps? A movable block that deflected the gaze of evil eyes? Something that devoured steel, disarming your enemies? A ray gun? It's just hilarious to me that all of those exist. Even the ray gun. Where'd that guy go? Hold on now. How am I supposed to get those roaches if there aren't any orbs here? Now hold on. I thought it said something about the volcano style. I have the volcano style... Alright, yikes, what have I done? Interesting, these seem to be some kind of floor-mounted orb that respond to pressure. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I have the volcano style installed, so I don't know why this is city if I'm supposed to be using the volcano style. That seems strange. So... Yikes, what have I done? Interesting, blah blah blah. Oh, okay, I can do that. I guess I'm supposed to do this. Yeah, okay. There's just these inconvenient arrows, is all. Hold on now, how am I supposed to blah blah blah, I read that already. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. That was so complicated and hard, I don't know why I had so much trouble with it. Okay, let's move on. Okay. So, what do you think of my invention? The 4-mounted pressure-toggled orbs? I like to call them pressure plates. Not sure if that one will catch on. I'm sure you'll find they're vastly superior to orbs anyway. How so? Well, just like orbs, they can toggle, open, and close, but you don't need a sword to use them. In fact, they're so simple even goblins can use them. ... Or roaches, or even tar for that matter. No, not wraithwings, however. The downwards pressure generated by their flapping wings, unnecessary comma, isn't sufficient to trigger the plates. Plus, they come in 3 distinct varieties. Try them out, and you'll see. Yeah. Only work when they're held down. Actually, it's more accurate to say they work when they're held down and when you step off them. Only when they're attached to a toggle do they behave like they only work when they're pressed down. If you attach them to an open or close connection, to an open or closed door connection, they behave like you push them every time you step on and every time you step off. That's a very important distinction. These can only be used once. What's that one do? Just opens the door, I guess. Toggles something way over there. These can be used indefinitely and do not need to be held down, or to be more accurate, they are not activated by stepping off of them. I think these are some very important distinctions is the thing. Like, if you misunderstand how pressure plates actually really work, you're in for some trouble, probably, when you're trying to solve something involving a pressure plate. That's all I'm saying. How do I... Okay, I need to kill that to do that. Alright, let's actually try to do this room for real. Blah, blah, blah. I already read the dialogue. So this closes that, but I've already opened that. That opens that. Okay, I guess I can't actually solve this room yet. Secret room entrance authorized to access only. I know, it's just the British spelling, but whatever. Okay, I guess I can solve this. I was just being dumb. So how do I open this? I need to toggle that. So I need to put a monster on that, and that monster probably has to be a goblin. Alright? So I need to go do this first. Don't need the Wraithwing for anything. What does this do? Just opens that. What's this do? Oh, this closes that, so I don't want to push that. So I need to keep the goblin that I'm going to be touching from. Alright, so come on, goblin. I don't know, am I being really nitpicky about the description of pressure plates? I just feel like it's an important distinction to understand. Like, what's really going on is a bit different from how you would intuitively describe it if you're just kind of naive about it. Like, you describe on-off pressure plates as they only work when you're standing on them, but really they work when you're standing on them and when you step off them. But what they do when you do both of those things can make it seem like they work only when you're standing on them. I don't know. It's as if they were designed to be used with toggle doors, but they actually, a lot of their more interesting properties happen when you... Anyway, not yet. I've got a few more challenges for you down the stairs to the left. Anyway, it's just, I lost my train of thought. Are these the stairs to the left? I guess so. Simplified room variants, designed with novice delvers in mind. Okay. Did I go the wrong way? I don't need simplified rooms, I don't think. So maybe I'm supposed to... Huh. Oh yeah, okay. Anyway, I completely lost my train of thought now, but... Some of the more interesting things you can do with on-off pressure plates happen when you give them open or close behaviors rather than toggles. Anyway, let's see. I need to open these doors. Okay, so that's not it. I get it. Ah, okay. That's rather clever. I'm fond of that. Did I want that? I don't think I wanted that. This is good enough. Now I just gotta kill the goblins. Maybe I should have killed that guy first, and then done the thing. There we go, now I can do it. Eventually. Okay. Why do these underground labs always have to be in a volcano? I had sunlight in my eyes. It's a weird place to put the entrance. Where there's a door up there that... well, whatever. Anyway, invisibility potion dungeon room place thing. I guess. I'm supposed to magically put these guys on the buttons that are not buttons but the trapdoors. So, I guess this looks different if you have the original style pressure plates. But like, how different? Does it really look all that much better? I didn't do empirical research, I did empirical research. What I'm trying to say is, the stairs I chose not to take said that they were the simplified room layouts, whereas the ones I did take say no such thing. Yeah, I noticed the other potion, but I'm not sure how to make use of that. I mean, I guess I could stack them all up on the west side and then just sort of hope that they decide to go where they need to go when I take the potion. I really doubt they will, though. Like, why would they? Roaches live to ruin your life. Roaches live to kill and eat you, you know? All they're gonna do is just scatter about in a random fashion. And I don't know how to do the magic to actually put them in the right place. So, I don't know. Here's something with a Wraithwing, I guess. Okay. What's up with this room? Oh, okay. We're doing some kind of magic with the, with brainedness, I guess. Maybe. I couldn't move those one at a time, though. I could, at best, move 2 or 3 at a time, really. Feels like. Oh well. Anyway, what do I need? This guy, I need this guy to go in that door area and do something. I don't know what. I guess I need him to block the roach somehow that makes the roach get off the button. I don't know how to do that actually, but at least I understand what I'm supposed to be doing, even if I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Did I just... What's the point of there being a brain here? The brain doesn't affect anything because the door's closed. What's the point? What? This room, what? What is up with this room? This room is weird. Okay, hang on, maybe... okay. We just want to be going here. And then they'll step off. But... that doesn't help either. Oh, okay, the blue doors are not cosmetic? Okay, that's all I really needed to know. This is some kind of weird exit room configuration that's not straightforward to examine and see that that's what it is, but okay, fine. Let's see. Here's some orbs he broke because he likes his pressure plates so very much. What's this room about? I guess I need to do this, then that. Okay, that's not good, so... what good does that do? That doesn't seem very helpful. Maybe over here there's something? Not much of anything there either. Well, I can do that, I guess. That doesn't seem particularly helpful either. Toggle that if I want to for some reason. That doesn't help either. Like, what is all this mess? How is any of this supposed to help me? Like, what's the point of all this convoluted mess? What difference does that make? It doesn't, I can't do anything about that. Like, pushing these buttons doesn't accomplish anything because I can't change anything in the room while I've got them down. The same goes for this button, and for these buttons, and for these buttons. Absolutely none of that is useful. Why? Nothing in this room helps anything. Like, the only part of this room that accomplishes anything is standing on this button, and then you get yourself killed. There's no way to reconfigure anything else in this room in a way that won't either just trap you or just do nothing. I don't... What? How is any of this supposed to be helpful? Pushing none of these buttons, pushing them does anything. None of these buttons do anything. They all just undo themselves. They're all leave me alone boxes, you know? Like that thing where you wind it up, or like you push the button and a hand comes out and turns it off. You flick the switch to turn it on and a hand comes out and turns it off. That's what everything except this orb and this button do. Everything else is a leave me alone box. And none of it has any use. I mean, if I could have something that's not me push one of these buttons, then I'd be okay. Like if something pushed this button right now, I could turn around and I could kill the rest of the roaches, but there's no way to do that. And I can't make this door close without being on the wrong side of it because of where the pressure plates are. Like, how is that useful? I'm just going in a circle accomplishing absolutely nothing by doing this. What? How does this help? How is any of this helpful? I can't even pull the 3 roaches out of there because now these doors are closed. I don't get it. I know it's not really impossible, but there's no... It's just incomprehensible. It's just completely incomprehensible. I mean, I guess I can keep these doors open if I want. I don't know how that helps. I mean, I can see exactly what all of these connections are, but none of them seem useful. Deconstructed dungeon? Nothing's deconstructed about this. This is 100% constructed.
Yeah, I see. What? You got food? My name is Beefro. What? Yeah. I see. What? You got food? Wait, I'm starving.
I don't see any way I could possibly do that, though. I mean, the only way that I could let out those roaches is by, like, being able to go west after standing here, which I can't do, or after standing here, which I can't do because there's a door in the way. Movement order. Because that's a good thing to base your entire puzzle around. Make one big convoluted nonsensical machine and ask the player to understand move order in the middle of it. That doesn't help. How could a roach possibly be ready to go when I did that? I don't know what people mean when they say work backwards sometimes. Okay, there, I got one out, I guess. Probably not what I'm supposed to do, but... okay. Wait. No, that won't work either. Well, that's just terrible. How in the world was anyone ever supposed to solve this without that? Obviously, it would be nice if I could just make this guy stand on the button for me. I don't know how to do that, though. Anyway, I have to be in there when the button's pressed anyway. I can't think of any way that I would ever discern move order based on principles. Like, there's no general principles I can think of that I'd ever be able to figure out what... Even that something was a move order puzzle to begin with, for the most part, or especially how it's supposed to actually be, or what the move orders are. What's to the west of here? This looks a lot more straightforward. You have a goblin. You're supposed to do something with the goblin to release the roaches, I guess. Yeah, sure. That's doable so far. I wonder, what if I make the roach do a goblin's job? Okay, maybe that won't work. Which way is it the goblins always want to go? Was it northwest or southeast? I want to say it was northwest, but I don't really know for sure. Almost. Maybe it is southeast. Maybe I shouldn't have broken the walls yet. Maybe I'm just trying to be a little too clever here. I don't know. I keep thinking the idea is to put some roach somewhere that it looks like you're supposed to put the goblin, but maybe the idea is that this really is 3 different goblin-based puzzles. I can't think of any moves goblins can make that roaches can't. Blech. I can only think of moves they won't make that roaches will, or vice versa. Moves roaches won't make but goblins will in certain situations. I don't know of anything they can't do that goblins can. So the other thing I was thinking is maybe there's some way I could like stick the roach right here so that the goblin's blocked off until I really want him to start coming north. I think if there were a roach where the goblin is right now, and I made this move, then the goblin would be stuck in place as I move to the north. So can I arrange that? That's the question. Doubtful. Very increasingly doubtful I can arrange that. Maybe? No. No. Okay. That kind of works. Maybe. No, they're in the wrong order. I really need that goblin to get ahead of the roach somehow, in order for this idea to work. Like, if you said there are moves a Wraithwing can make that a roach can't, I'd understand what you meant. But I don't know of anything a goblin can do that a roach can't. Unless goblins can wade in shallow water, but that doesn't exist yet in this time. In the time this was made. Well, not by itself, I mean, but I think I could keep it there for a while with a roach there. I really only need one... I basically only need one turn more than I have. Because as it stands, I can sorta... yeah? If you were standing there on this turn instead of on the previous one, then I did this, the roach would come out. So a one turn delay would be exactly enough, though. But I don't see any way to create that, for sure. It seems rather difficult to create that at any rate. Maybe... no. He's on the wrong side of the roach again. But maybe I can rotate him into place now? I'll figure him out later, I figure. Ah! Got it! I don't know if that's what I was supposed to do, but I got it. That's probably not what you had in your head based on what you were saying. There's no way that's what I was supposed to do, just if everyone else is saying something different, like giving me hints towards something else, but... Alright then. Okay. I don't know if that qualifies as entirely unintended, but maybe I got an unintended solution for once in my life. Alright, so I wonder how I do this now. I do have 2 roaches to work with, although I doubt that's helpful. Yeah, no. Leading a train all the way over here is probably just a good way to get killed. Whoops! I don't think we want that either. I'm not sure which middle chamber you mean. Like, stick the goblin here? And then let the roach out of there? And then... what? Oh! Oh, wait. No, I understand now. You're talking about me pushing the pressure plate instead of the goblin. Okay. That's a lot easier. That's so much easier. My gosh, why didn't I think of that? That's so much easier. Okay, yeah, I get it now. So that's a move that a goblin will make that a roach won't. That's not a move that he can't make, or whatever. So what's this about? Brain horde management? Or horde management in general? I could kill the brain if I wanted to, but that's not actually going to help. If anything, I'm pretty sure killing the brain is a good way to give yourself a guaranteed death. Yeah, I got it. I mean, like, I understood what you meant finally when I thought about it. You wanted to do that here, but then I realized I could do that here, and that was much easier, and it would have worked in both of those situations. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to open this one, probably, and then let one roach out, make him do something that stands on a button, so that I'm standing on a button. Maybe I should hit all the broken walls. I need a real... okay, yeah. I need a tile of space is what I was trying to say, but couldn't verbalize. Okay. There we go. Oh, right. I have to be... in the room when that happens, though. Otherwise... oh, never mind. I guess that works. Kinda. That might not work for long. That might not actually work. Ideally, I would be standing on this door when it happened, but I don't know if that's possible. How much space can that brain give me? Not a whole lot. Do I want to do the turn now? It doesn't help at all. When should I get a different sword direction? I guess the only time I can get a different sword direction... go back. Okay, there we go. The only time I'm able to change the direction of my sword is after delaying a bit using the brain. Huh. I don't know about that. Maybe I just had it and then didn't have it? I can make this space between me and him, but then there's no way to stand on the door, which is what I have to do to be able to kill all these roaches. I mean, they can very briefly open the way, but then they instantly all step in a way that makes it not possible to do so anymore. Huh. This way? What does rotating this way help? Do I want to kill the brain at some point? Is that the idea? No, then I'm in the wrong place. Huh. I don't get it. I mean, I can only open the door for one turn. And after that, there's no way to reopen the door. The doors aren't tied together or anything. Am I? I don't... I think there's something I'm not getting despite apparently doing it correctly. Okay, there we go. That's all I wanted. I just need to be another tile to the west. Maybe I should turn around. Okay, that was distressingly simple for me to have had that much trouble with it. Alright then. Here's tar stuff, by the way. Tar stuff interacts with pressure plates by pushing them. This closes the doors if you let it grow more than once. These require you to toggle things in some very specific way. This is a way to kill one mother, but why would you do that? I guess so it would spawn a baby. And when you spawn the baby, you can push it through something. I need this toggled, but not that. I need not this toggled. There's no way to open that. There's no way to close that again. So, only one spawn. The spawn has to be a baby. The baby has to somehow stand here while I'm over here in order for me to kill that. I guess technically I could get away with 2 spawns if I stand right here like this. But after that, you have a problem. Also, there's apparently not enough time to do that unless I come in facing exactly the right direction. There we go. Now, I guess I don't... How and why... How do I keep that there? How is that supposed to be possible to keep that there? It won't stay there, will it? Okay, never mind. Apparently I solved the puzzle by accident in the midst of trying to say that there was something wrong with it. Or at least a big part of it, anyway. The solving, a big part of the solving. Ugh. Should I be facing south instead of north? I don't know. I think the whole problem is that I'm facing one of the south-north directions. I should be facing east in order to... And then I probably just want to start making my way around here as well, all at the same time, so I can go kill that. There's no time to go kill the mother if I do that. I have to go kill this mother while she's spawning that, I guess? No, wait, maybe, yes, okay. And then I need to turn around very quickly, kill this mother, and then kill these guys. Okay, that was satisfying. A little, like a few little pieces that I understand and snap together a certain way. That was nice. I got second place. Who got first place? What does first place look like? Lork's got first place. Then again, I guess this is a room. The places are not very far apart from each other. Apparently I did it second place legitimately, though, and not... Apparently my second place is legitimately higher than third place and not a tie. That's kind of nice to see. Alright then. Oh, okay. I should have probably noticed that room was purple on the map to begin with. Alright. Well, I'll try the room to the north of here, but I'm probably going to end pretty soon. What's this about? More goblins and Wraithwing. And what do these do? This opens that, and that opens that. I probably want that open, but not yet. Oh, okay. What's this do? That opens that. Both of those open that. So the first thing I need is the Wraithwing. And I can't get the Wraithwing without stepping on the thing that opens the door. And now I'm trying to magic sequence a Wraithwing into place. Oh boy. I don't want the Goblin. I want the Goblin to stay in his hole. The Goblin won't stay in his hole because he's a Goblin. Goblins don't like to stay in their hole. Okay, maybe... No. I have to push the Wraithwing. There's no other way. I have to push the Wraithwing with my back to him in order for the Goblin to not go through the door instead. Like that. And then I need the Wraithwing to be separating the two Goblins that are in there. Which, that's not right. There's hardly... How am I supposed to... He has to separate them. That's the only way this works. But in order... I need more space between them to do that. I guess I could try and do this? No. No. Oh dear. The Wraithwing is just always going to be in the wrong place. He really hates being in the right place. Maybe I should try exactly the same thing but going west instead of east? I don't know. Maybe something happens when I do that. Okay, Wraithwing is in. Nope. Nope. Really nope. That's definitely not right. Huh. Well, going that way isn't very helpful. So I guess I'll try going this way again and see what happens. It's like, in order for this to work, those two have to be separated, but there's no way to separate them by more than one tile. And once they're separated by one tile, I can't get the Wraithwing into place there. Maybe, hold on. Okay, this has got to be the way it works. Something like this. Come on, Wraithwing. Get out of there. Okay, there. Now I just need to not let the third goblin ruin the party, which is exceptionally hard. I can get the Wraithwing in here, but putting the Wraithwing in here immediately pulls out the goblin. And then the goblin's in my way of actually doing what I need to do. That would have been perfect if that goblin hadn't moved. There's no way to keep that goblin from moving. Oh dear. La Mulana didn't teach me anything except that don't talk to a thing that says it's cursed, because that's their idea of how to implement a difficulty setting. Like, really? An obscure thing that just says, it basically, like in video game terms, it says, push me for a reward. Because that's what literally any video game ever does if it wants the player to do something, is it says, don't do this. Sarcastically. And then when you do it, the game's like, okay, here's monsters from the end of the game at the beginning of the game. Because that's a good idea, to ever have that even in a high difficulty setting. Monsters that just sort of instantly kill you anyway. What am I doing different? How did this break? I don't know what I messed up. I just know that I messed it up somehow. Okay, there. Now, there's a goblin. I don't want to go where he wants to go. He'll go there no matter what I do. Come on. I need a whole turn where there is not a goblin on the pressure plate. And the third goblin will not stop moving north and getting on the pressure plate where I need him to not be. And there's no way to prevent that goblin from stepping on the arrow when the Wraithwing steps off. And then after that happens... come on. Stop. I don't get it. How is this goblin supposed to not come in here? I just need him to stay out. You're delayed compared to me a little bit, but I'm trying that now and it's not working. It's not working. Nothing works. The only way I could imagine this working is if there were some way to keep the goblin from getting to the arrow. La Mulana taught me that sometimes the game designer can be really bad at game design and think it's a good idea to put basically necessary upgrades to your main weapon behind missiles that you only get to try one time. That's what La Mulana taught me. I don't know why I'm ranting about La Mulana. I'm not even playing. I haven't played that game in years and years. It left such a bad taste in my mouth overall that I just remember things I dislike about it mostly. Like, La Mulana taught me that it's possible to make worse jumping physics than I thought could ever be worse jumping controls than I ever thought could physically be possible to program onto a controller. just absolutely terrible jumping controls, and that even when you do that, apparently some people think it's okay to also make dumb traps that wouldn't even work if the jumping control, that wouldn't be traps if the jumping controls function like real jumping controls instead of like nonsense. And also to make a giant tower where you have to take the absolutely terrible jumping controls and go, I'm giving up on this room because it's made, now you've made me think about something I hate, and I don't know, not hate exactly, but whatever. I give up. I solved a few rooms here, so that's okay, that's pretty good. So today we did a day at the beach where you kill some things and find some things, and we did Deconstructed Dungeon, which has pressure plates, and that's all I care to say about it. It had some good things, but anyway, I've reached the point of frustration with this hold, and it's about the time, or a little past the time that I would normally end, so this is fine. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll be able to do this again next week. Yeah, there were just a lot of things about La Mulana that I absolutely hated, but for some reason I suffered through the whole game anyway. Oh, you're talking about this. I just realized that all I'm doing is fumbling around with something and not understanding what's wrong with it. And it's just kind of frustrating and must be boring to watch. I don't know. Anyway, probably see you next week. Gotta fold clothes now.